Welcome back to the podcast called Tell the World, and I'm your host. Is it Thursday? No, it's not Thursday. It's Friday. Happy Friday, guys. Happy Fridays. How you guys doing out there on Friday? The weekend is here, y'all. The weekend is here. How you guys doing out there? I hope you guys are doing good. Welcome back to the show. I thought I would jump on and see how everybody doing and just see how we all vibing. I'm vibing, y'all. I'm vibing. I just been dealing with a lot of hay fever, y'all. I'm in a different climate, so I've been just dealing with a lot of just allergies and it's just what it is. I believe that our ecosystem is off, our weather is off. I just believe everything is off. Nothing's nothing's balanced right now. The sun don't look the way it used to look bright. The sun looks dim. You know, the pollen is just floating around. I know we're in that season of pollen, but I believe we're just getting saturated with it. I spoke about this before, and I just find myself taking, these remedies to try to get rid of it, and it's like it's a fight, it's a battle, me against the pollen, me against the ecosystem, and trust me, you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose with that. Other than that, I was checking out my garden earlier this week here, and I just see everything just blooming, beautiful. It just looks so greenery outside. So, I'm kind of proud of myself for that. I haven't done it in a while, but doing it, putting it all together. And I also painted the rocking chairs. I actually sanded them down real good. And then I did a little staining to it to remove some of the excess, not the staining, but just the, the excessive stuff you could use just to get the paint off. I forgot the name of it. But anyway, I got the paint off of it, and I used the sander to kind of like smooth it out. And then that took me about 2 weeks, and then finally I got the painting. So you can check some of that on my Facebook page at Tell the World, or you could check it out on YouTube. I've actually put that on YouTube called Tell the World Podcast, and check out some of the stuff I did. I think you're gonna like it and enjoy it. But yeah, I got out there and did that. And today I exercised today. I did some exercises. I need to do that. Did some of you guys know, and I know a lot of them don't know, but the ones that do know, cool. But do you guys know that when you exercise, is that you're removing toxins out your body? Not just the sweat, but the sweat is removing toxic things out your body that don't belong. I always used to wonder how, you see an older person, how they start to walk, and all of a sudden they don't walk the same no more. And I used to wonder about that, like what got them to that point. And it's not their fault. But a lot of us don't exercise. And so I started looking at that more too, like, me to get out here and tell people to just do more exercise. To get out there and walk, get out there and do something as a chore that stimulates you, that relaxes you. But also, keep your body in motion. It's real important. Keep your body in motion. Don't sit there and dwell in life. Don't sit there and sit still and stiffen up. So, to avoid some of those things as life progresses, as you age, exercise, move, remove the toxins, stimulate your mind, find something that balances you out and just removes you from stress. I thought I would just put that out there too as well. But it really helped me out, guys. But I notice sometimes we can forget about doing these things sometimes. So sometimes we get in life, what we used to do, we don't do no more. So you just imagine how your mind was back then when you were younger, how you were thinking, how you were moving. Remember high school, exercising, staying in shape, jumping and doing jumping jacks and doing flips, doing kicks, the cheerleaders staying, in shape, doing their cheers, the screams, the shouts, and sometimes we forget about that youthful part that used to be us. So remember, don't forget about yourself. Kind of like use yourself as fishing. Get you a rod and get out there and go fish and find yourself and pull yourself in and take time out for yourself. I thought I would just speak on that. But let's speak on this Shannon Sharp, man. This is crazy with Shannon. Shannon has lost his mind. Shannon Sharp has lost his mind. I don't get it. You know, he's got the hottest show called Club Shay, and he's got all these allegations that puts him out there in a bad way. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I really don't get it, y'all. You know, you just have to look at people for what they are sometimes, you know. And yeah, it could be rumors. But at the same time, it may not be rumors. You know, these guys put themselves out there in a bad way, in a situation where I don't get it. Like, I really don't get it. Like, they put themselves in these bad situations. I'm just baffled about what I'm hearing, which is audio, his voice. I don't understand, y'all. I'm lost. You had Cat William on there advocating about what's gonna change and people being revealed, truth coming out, and look at this. What happened, Shannon? You're out there messing with young kids? Young females? Dots? Instagram? OnlyFans? Prostitution? It's all the same. It makes me think about the money that they may not have, y'all. Or they do get it and they just doing some just reckless, evil things. I guess you could have a lot of money and still do some bad stuff. I guess you can have money and still do evil things. And like I said, he had the hottest show on Club Shay, and I'm baffled. I'm thrown off. I don't understand. I'm trying to figure it out too, people. I'm just baffled on this, y'all. I'm really baffled. Like, being successful and people making bad decisions or they're putting themselves in bad situations where the bones come out the closet. You're messing up all the money, Shannon. You're messing up all the money. All the money. And that's how I see these entertainers. I see them all failing. I see it all going down. And this is bad for Shannon because his voice is out there. The conversation is there, y'all. We both hear it. And Bugsby, he's got evidence. Is it more? I'm pretty sure. I wonder how TMZ, I wonder how do they get hold to the information. I'm pretty sure with all of these lawyers out here and these high profile celebrities, when these lawyers got evidence and they want to show it to the audience, to the world, they sell a little piece of it to TMZ to expose the person. I'm pretty sure these lawyers get paid for just selling just a snippet of a piece of an audio, a little evidence. Think about this. We are seeing court cases. We're seeing evidence live on these platforms, on television, but on these platforms, because that's mostly where we are all at. We're all on these platforms, so we're gonna see these things more. The evidence is there. Just as quick as TMZ gets it, we gets it too. We get the information too, and it's like we're almost being a judge and an executioner. Jesus, this is crazy, y'all. This is so crazy. But him putting himself out there, y'all, is just a bad situation. The evidence is there, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna be dropping more. But it's a shame. I mean, What, he's 56, and they said that she might have been 19. 19? Come on. You were about to sign a big contract, $100 million, and all of a sudden you're... He got enemies. He probably do got enemies, y'all. Maybe all the people that Cat Williams was talking about, maybe they all pitched in with some money, and they brought evidence, got evidence against Shannon. Maybe that's what happened. But I heard this case been going on since February, so it's nothing new to Shannon. I also read that he had like over 25 cases, and he settled with at least 23 of them. Like, how do you settle with 23? That means you were guilty. That means you were covering up something. So this is crazy. It's just crazy how... Look at Soulja Boy, y'all. Look at Soulja Boy. I spoke about this earlier about Soulja Boy. Look how Soulja Boy is supposed to have been worth the money he's supposed to have. And they already did his business about his assets or what he have. And he don't even have money like that he said he had. The money that he got sued for, the case that he lost, that's all the money that he probably got in his bank account, the way they put out his assets. It's foolish. Where does money take you to a level where you're doing evil things and you don't think that some of these people are going to have evidence and recording you? Are you too high where you don't recognize that people are recording you? People are plotting on you. Things like that. Very sad to see Shannon and go down like this. Like I say, he's got one of the hottest shows out there right now. Club Shay. He just had Bobby Brown on there. Come on, y'all. He's getting all the best of the best. Man, make you think. And do y'all want that kind of money? Because you know what's going to come with it. You get too big, you get too prideful, your ego gets out there, and all of a sudden you making mistakes, y'all. Money can make you make some bad decisions. Money can make you do some reckless things. Money gives you that power. That power. And that power that you're having is not helping you make good decisions. Or these guys just got bones in the closet, and the closet is just starting to crack open while bones are falling out. You know, I suggest for some of these entertainers to confess. Confess to God. Hell, confess to the world. Confess about some of the things you've done out there. Be more open about yourself. I know it should be private, but these days nothing's private. I'm sorry. Nothing's private. Confess. Admit to yourself before these people get you. Admit what you have done. Admit the people you have hurt. Fix it. Anyway, guys, I thought I would just come on here and just see how everybody's doing. I don't know what episode it's going to be, or what title should I give this one. Maybe this title should be called They All Fall Down. Yeah, I'll call this title They All Fall Down. This is what this episode will be. They All Fall Down. Next on Tell the World Podcast. You heard it first.